Hello and welcome to We Who Are About to Die. And there's a new update. Yes, there is a new update. And this update is called the Gladiator's Revenge, where they've actually added 2 new backstories. And these updates are some of my favorite because, let's face it, I love playing with something completely different that adds a whole new dimension to how the game is and how you're expected to adapt to certain situations. And if you want to check out the game, there is a link in the description. It is currently 40% off as well. I'm not sure how long it is 40% off, but this is indeed a celebration of the 2-year anniversary for the game coming out, actually. So very, very cool. And as you can see, this is the new backstory right here. You are a grizzled veteran, tested time and again, hardened in the arena, shaped by time in the wet mud and the coarse and rough sands. You stand unbroken, except for one fateful fight. You were dethroned and humiliated by Bagar, who ascended to become Aspired, a grand champion of Tarantia. Only the blood of the Aspired can quench your thirst for vengeance. And that is indeed the backstory's victory condition. You literally need to defeat Bagar the Aspired in an elite fight. I'm almost 100% certain I will not be able to do this, but we're going to try it out. Anyway, this guy's name is Dre Costos, so I'm going to call him Costa Coffee. Not sponsored. So yeah, otherwise, let's continue. And let's try this out. So this is a guy, right? This is a backstory that actually has proficiency in claw weapons. And you're also going to be starting off very late in the game, from week 8 in actual fact. You're starting at week 8 and you have stats and gear that are according to that progression. I'm not sure whether the gear is randomized. I would assume it's randomized in some fashion or another. But I'm very, very intrigued, okay? I am super intrigued about how this is going to go. Ah, they've actually changed this. Oh, it seems interesting. Okay, they've actually changed this a little bit. They've made this bar slightly larger, as you can see. I'm not sure how that changes things, but they seem to have changed something for some reason there. And there are no Scolo upgrades here, but obviously we can decide whatever we want to do. They have actually made things a little bit easier for us to know here. So basically it just says average item tier +1. I like that. That's actually quite nice. And this also kind of, oh, I see. I think they've done a little bit extra here to kind of tell you a bit more about each thing. They've kind of added like a little description. Is that something that we didn't have before? I'm actually not entirely sure. Anyway, as you can see, we are at week 8. So that's what we're going to be starting on. And there is an elite fight almost immediately after this. But bear in mind that we do have a pretty significant... well, our fighting prowess is pretty good. You know, it is pretty good. So what do we have to do? Well... let me actually just have a look here. So I have this plus 10% damage with Tarantian weapons. I have 75 in one-handed swords, which is pretty good actually. And let's see what else I have here. Your career continues from week 8. Past your peak, match type levels increase by 1 more than usual upon winning a match. And elevated status. You do not participate in many versus 1, pit fights, or drafts. So in other words, none of that. We're not going to be doing any of that. Alright, okay, that's good to know. Fine. So let's just get extraordinary, I suppose, and I think I am probably not going to be getting anything else. I think all I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the next match completely like we are. I don't really see the point in going for anything else. I guess we could just do this, just unlock another section there. And we have a 1 versus many here, which might actually be kind of cool. Yeah, okay, we'll do the 1 versus many. That sounds pretty fun. Let's do it. And there's only 3 enemies, and ooh, this is nice. Oh, nice new loading screen. Oh, I like that. Okay, yeah, this is a nice new loading screen. It basically tells us a little bit extra here. You have extra tips and everything, and you can actually press any key to continue too, which I very much appreciate. I like that. Alright, so this is indeed uniformed as well, so we are going to not use our own equipment, which is actually kind of nice, because that means I don't have to worry about any of my gear breaking before we head on over to the elite fight, because the elite fight is obviously going to happen after this. And we're going to be fighting the Senator. Not sure how effective the Senator is going to be, but I'm going to assume he's going to be pretty good, let's face it. Okay, I've got to be a little bit careful here, because obviously these guys, they all have shields. Might be a little bit problematic for us. We don't have any stamina, you know, increasing stats or anything like that, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about things. And I can do some nice overheads, because this weapon right here, this two-handed weapon that we have, has a nice curvature to the blade, which definitely makes a big difference in that regard. But I might just die. I mean, that's the funny thing. I might just die. By the way, the other backstory, because remember I said at the very beginning that they added 2 backstories? Yeah. So the other backstory is basically, if you've ever played a Souls game, like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, then you're going to know that there is usually a class in those games called the Deprived, or something along those lines, where you basically start with nothing. You start with nothing at all, and you kind of have to work your way up from basically 0. And that is exactly what you have to deal with in this game as well, once you unlock it. And you do need to unlock that backstory. It is not a thing that you gain by default. You actually need to win a Lion Slayer run. And the Lion Slayer run in question is indeed the max difficulty. You do need to play on max difficulty to be able to unlock that particular backstory. And that's pretty interesting in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, I think that's pretty cool. As someone that has middling success in almost every single run that I have, because sometimes I'm really, really good, and other times I am really absolute trash. So it may very well be the case that it may take me some time to unlock that particular backstory. And you can see here that we are having a couple of issues here. I'm kind of hoping... Should I go for their legs? I feel like I should have gone for the legs this entire time. That might make more sense. Yeah, I just have to be a little bit careful here, because we can't really afford to take huge amounts of damage. But the funny thing is, the enemy is pretty good at preventing themselves from taking damage, that's for sure. And there we go. Okay, that shield is gone, that's nice. We can maybe do a little bit of extra damage to them now. Okay, yeah, he's problematic, as you can see. He's very, very problematic. Got to be careful about that guy as well. Obviously, taking a 1 versus many in my first fight back to the game after a while, probably not my smartest moment. And let's face it, there are very few of those to choose from. So, not sure if I should have done this, to be honest, but if I can at least kill one of them, I'll be kind of happy with that, I guess. I mean, I won't be super pleased, because let's face it, I would prefer if I could actually achieve victory. But you know how it is. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe my overconfidence has gotten to me here. Even though I'm not really overconfident, I'm actually feeling pretty bad about my chances. Because starting at week 8... especially as someone who hasn't played for a while. Yeah, okay. Right. Yes, as you can see. Yeah. You really need to check out some of the previous series if you actually want to see me play well, because unfortunately for me right now, I am not doing great. Okay, so let's try again, and we'll try to do something a little bit better. Now, you do have 3 subclasses, by the way. So there are 3 subclasses with the Veteran Aspirant, and they all have different specializations. So you can see here, this guy is specialized in spears. So he's got more damage with tridents, this guy's got more damage with claws, and so on. So that's something to bear in mind. This guy has more damage with flails, so that's pretty much how that goes. Okay, let's see here. More blunt damage. Is he using a blunt weapon? I actually don't know. Okay, let me just see here. I need to find something that's good, okay? I need to find something that's good. I don't really want vertically challenged. That's going to be kind of hard for us to play with. That's also hard to play with. Yeah, also, by the way, the other backstory starts with a huge amount of negative traits as well, so it is a hugely ultimate challenge, pretty much, in the game, and you're also going to be forced to play on the highest difficulty, too. Alright, so let me actually just see here. No, I don't really like that. I need something that is gonna be somewhat decent. This is okay. It reduces my stamina, which is not exactly great. This also reduces my damage. However, lucky is one of the best things in the entire world, so I think I'm probably just going to be taking this, and I'm just going to call him, I guess Costa Coffee was not exactly, you know, not exactly lucky for me, so let's just call him something like, Bonktown. There we go. Yeah, that's such a serious, historically accurate name, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. Right. So we'll just go for extraordinary here once again, and this time around I'm probably not going to be taking anything like this. A 1 versus many is probably not the best idea. I'll probably take something like... I don't even know, actually. I think I'll probably just take this. Go in without weapons? Sure. We'll just go in without weapons. That's probably going to be a little bit easier for us than anything else, so... I think that's actually a lot better than, I don't know, taking any of the other ones. I mean, that's the thing. We really have had super, super bad luck to begin with here, but it's okay. It's okay. You know why? Because we're not going to give up, you know? This game is all about perseverance. It's all about practice. It's all about just getting better ever so slowly, making sure that you learn from your mistakes. And I've already learned from my mistakes beforehand, which was, don't take a 1 versus many on your first match back to the game after quite some time, because that is just literally going to end in disaster, which it did, clearly. So yeah, but I am actually very excited to see if we can unlock the other character. And I'm very much excited to see whether I can actually get back to a point where I actually play relatively well. You know, that's probably not going to happen that soon, but that's what the game is all about. It's all about persistence and you having the confidence to continue. And I mean, look at that. I actually beat that guy in 44 seconds. That's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. There we go. That's a little bit more like me. Kind of. Kind of. Yes. Anyway. There it is. Very nice. And let me see. Okay, so we are now through to the somewhat problematic situation where we're going to be fighting against the big guy. So we're going to be fighting against the, well, not the senator this time. Who is it? Oh no, Kunda, the pillager. This is not particularly good. Okay, this is maybe a bit problematic. I'm actually not entirely sure if we're going to be able to fight this guy, but we do need to take it because he has a character trait that we need to unlock. Obviously, if you haven't seen We Who Are About to Die before, then you won't know that the traits actually were just added in the previous update to this one. And traits are something that can fundamentally change how you play the game, and it's actually extremely fun to see which ones you get. I'm going to go for We Who Are About to Disinfect here, just so that I can get full HP, and there is nothing else that I really want to go for. We have some pretty decent gear, as you can tell, so I don't think I really need to worry about anything. However, I wouldn't mind getting a chest piece, because at the moment we don't have one. I guess I could buy this. This is very cheap. It's going to give me a massive fame multiplier, but that's basically it. Not very good. Not very good. Okay, so the elite fight, let's see. Get 4 kills. I think I can probably get 4 kills, right? I can probably do that. Let's do it. Okay. Kind of a bit worried. Kind of a bit worried. Let me see. Usually, I'm not someone that likes to take elite fights, mostly because the elite fights are extremely difficult. Most of the time. And I'm not sure. Where is Where is Bagar, by the way? Where is he? Because he's the guy that we need to kill for this particular victory condition. I actually wonder where he is and when we are going to get to face him. But that's going to be interesting, nevertheless, to try and find out. Okay, so it's going to be pretty easy for me to deal with these guys, or it should be kind of easy, maybe. Yeah, I mean, these guys are not going to have extremely high amounts of HP or anything like that, but they are going to be somewhat dangerous. They do seem to have some pretty decent weapons on them, and I think I might just shut up here while I concentrate. Alright, there we go. We managed to achieve victory, hilariously enough. Where is his weapon? Did his weapon get destroyed? My equipment doesn't take durability damage, so that's actually pretty nice. But yeah, I'm actually kind of a little bit worried about this actually. Anyway, let's see here. Most of these are literally axes. So where is my... Is this my weapon right here? Why did it go all the way over here? Yes. Okay, I will take that. Okay, yeah. So unfortunately, I won't be able to pick up this guy's weapon, even though it would have been pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure it was an axe. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use that. But I mean, we can use it. Don't get me wrong. We can definitely use it. But it is not going to provide us with a 10% damage bonus or anything like that. So it's going to be kind of annoying. Anyway, yeah, so we obviously do have big boned and vertically challenged. I think that's the reason why we're having so many issues, especially considering our stamina region is at 66%. However, I did want to get lucky. Lucky is one of the most powerful perks in the game. So generally, I wanted to get that. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, this is all absolutely terrible. These traits are not actually that good, unfortunately. I am probably going to be getting the shop discount, though, because I think that's probably going to be the most powerful thing for us to go for. All weapons gain multi-hit. That doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care about that too much, so I will go for the Valerius tokens, I guess. I mean, I just want to get something. You know, just anything that can kind of help us out a little bit here. Okay, so is there anything else I can get? I could get this. It's going to give me 43%, but I need to heal myself first of all. So, yeah, I think I will literally just do that. Just going to heal ourselves up to 81 HP. We still have 6,000 remaining. I could buy another Tarantian Slasher, which would actually be kind of useful, I guess, because it's only 1,000 gold. So I think that makes the most sense for us right now. And so far, we're actually not doing too badly in regards to our gear, funnily enough. I mean, I thought to myself that I would want to replace this stuff as soon as possible, but it doesn't seem as though I will be doing that soon, which is kind of interesting. Usually, I would be replacing stuff pretty quickly. Okay, the many versus many. I'm not a big fan of the many versus many, to be honest, but I kind of feel like I should do that. Because if I do the many versus many, Valerius is going to gain relation with us, and that's what we want. We want to try to increase his relation so that we have a better discount at the store, and we can get 25% off any of the costs. And at this point in the game, I think having a discount is going to be the most powerful thing we can get, because gear is going to be our primary bottleneck, in my opinion. I could be wrong about this, of course, but for me personally, I think that's going to be our main cause for concern here. Okay, I'm just going to try and do as much damage as possible to this guy. If I can actually eliminate him. Unfortunately, for some reason, the enemy is so incredibly defensive. They're very good at blocking. They're very, very good at blocking, unfortunately. It would be nice if they weren't so good, but, you know, we are playing on the highest difficulty, obviously, so, you know, because I do want to unlock that other backstory. I think it would be rather hilarious to try to beat the game with that character. I actually have no idea. Well, what is the victory condition for that guy? I think the victory condition for that guy is to reach a certain week, because obviously it is going to be extremely difficult to make that work. Is this an enemy? I think this is an enemy right here. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be very, very bad here. Because my guy, yep, as you can see, all of my people are dead. And, oh no, that guy is actually alive. Okay, now that's nice. At least he's actually still alive. Can he actually help me out here a little bit? Could he just attack a little bit more? Ah, thank you. Yes, he actually attacked and did something useful by removing that guy's armor, and then I was able to go in there and actually eliminate him. Whew. I was a bit worried there for a second. I thought to myself, oh dear, we're going to have some issues. Yeah, but thankfully not. Thankfully not. Not this time, at least. Not this time. But maybe next time, you know, maybe next time. Anyway, there is going to be a tournament happening now, and that obviously will provide us with another another chance to get some, you know, character traits, and that's going to be pretty nice, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take Aspirant Welfare this time. We're going to just heal ourselves a little bit more here, because healing and making sure that we are at full HP or as much HP as possible is going to be extremely, extremely impactful for us. And there is a tournament, as you can see. Insurance is basically always active. We're getting very lucky with it, with the insurance here. Entourage would also be fantastic here, but I am probably not going to be able to do that, which makes me very sad. But let me see. Is there anything else that I can actually get here? I'm thinking no. So I think I just have to go in with this. This is a... I'm going to say it right now. This is a weapon that I don't really like that much. I think this claw weapon... Usually I would be in favor of using a claw, because I actually think that they are really, really fun to use. But unfortunately for me, it feels like this one is just not very impactful, even though I have 75... or actually 81 in one-handed swords now. It's kind of weird, but I guess we are doing 10% less damage because of vertically challenged. We have 2 major negative traits, which obviously does make a difference. And we are gaining 10% additional damage from Tarantian weapons. So technically we are getting a bonus of 0%. So I suppose that makes sense. Anyway, I'm not going to take any of these bets here. It's highly unlikely I'm going to be able to get 5 kills. I think it's unlikely I'm going to get 5 kills. So I'm just going to continue on into the tournament and just try to earn the trait. That's what we want. We want to try to get the trait as easily and as cheaply as possible. And by cheaply, I mean managing our resource effectively. And by resource, I mean my health, of course. Because that's one thing that we really do need to consider almost every single time. We need to be very careful of the one resource that actually matters, which is our HP. That's the only thing that matters in this game. Making sure that you have HP remaining when all is said and done. Because if you don't, you're dead. And that's it. That's game over, you know. So making sure that you have some HP remaining is definitely my main concern. He says as he takes massive damage. Yes, I hate this sword right here. This sword right here that these guys have, I think this sword is probably my bane in this particular episode. Not sure what's going on with it. It seems to swing very fast, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Wow, one of my teammates has already been murdered. That's quite fast, actually. Not a big fan of that. Can I target this guy's legs? Or is that just going to be impossible? No, I can actually target his legs. Unfortunately for me, though, it doesn't seem to be helping me. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not a big... Whoop! Satellite. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this weapon. I feel like I have to replace this in some way or another. Wow, how did he hit me? How did he hit me for 26 damage? How did he hit me for 26 damage when I hit this guy for 13? And I got disarmed. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, this guy must have a much better claw than I do. Interesting. Kind of want to kill this guy and pick up his claw, if I can. I wish... I really wish I had good teammates. Yeah, this is such bad news right here. Okay, thankfully that guy's shield just went flying, so that's kind of nice, I guess, even though that's not really going to do much for us. Oh, nice, that guy's dead. Okay, great. It's an iron claw. Okay, no wonder he was doing so much damage. Okay, so he's not using the same claw that I am. Oh, you see, now this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of weapon I like. Something that actually deals damage. Oh, and then I got disarmed. For a second time? That's so unlucky. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. We're fine. We are fine. Don't worry. We're up against my most hated weapon once again. So hopefully that's not going to spell my doom. But it might. Wow, how much damage do I actually need to do to this guy's legs before he dies? Okay, there we go. Wow, that's hilarious. Funnily enough, that's just round 1. Yeah, that is just round 1. Oh no. Oh dear. This is bad. This is bad news bears right here. And now we're back with our other weapon, which I really love. Yes, I hate this weapon. I think this weapon is terrible. So I'm going to have to just go to town on this guy as much as possible. He has no shield, so I might as well take advantage of that. And he's taken so much... There we go. Thank you. Okay, so he's already gone. He's already out of here. So now, hopefully, let me just regenerate some of my stamina while distracting this guy. Make sure that my friends have as much of an advantage as possible. This guy does have an amazing weapon, obviously. As you know, this two-handed weapon is probably one of the best that we're going to see at this point in the game. Thankfully, that guy's now dead. And now we can just deal with this fellow. My weapon is going to break soon. I thought this was insurance. I thought we had an insurance round. Is it not insurance, actually? Wait a minute. Can I not check that? How do I check that? Oh, well. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, right now. But I thought this was an insurance tournament. That's kind of weird. Alright. Maybe it's only the first round that it applies to or something. I don't know. Okay. Well, this is the final round. Hopefully, this is not going to be a super, super difficult guy. But they, yeah, he always has, like, this bigger character model. Not a big fan. Thankfully, it does seem as though he is actually somewhat weak in the head. Just like me. And maybe, just maybe, we might be a bit surprising. Okay, be a bit careful here. Be a bit careful. Wow. Okay, nice, nice. I'm actually very surprised. I'm very surprised that I actually ended up winning that in the end. And there it is. Very nicely done. 3% for everyone, even though that's not really something that I particularly care about that much. All I really care about, yeah, you guessed it, is the trait. And we're going to see if I can maybe get something good here. Alright, clairvoyance is pretty good. Okay, wait a minute. Plus 50 stamina after every successful parry? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Fencer and Slayer are, in my opinion, very, very weak traits. I don't think either of these are going to be that useful for me personally. So I will be taking clairvoyance, even though that is not exactly something that's actually going to provide me with a significant amount. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to accept the gift here because this is going to give me something that I can potentially sell. It doesn't seem to give me that much, actually, which is kind of unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it would give me a little bit more, but the refund rate is only 30% at the moment. So I probably don't need to worry about it too much. And yeah, so my weapon actually wasn't breaking, as you can see. My weapon is completely fine, so I'm not sure why it gave me that that message. Bit strange, not sure why. But yes, anyway, I would like to go for Entourage here as soon as possible, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to do that because I need to heal myself. And what I need to do... Where is There's Bagar. There's Bagar. Okay, so he's at week 16. So I need to survive until week 16. And then we need to kill Bagar on Lion Slayer difficulty, which is what we are currently playing on, of course. And then we can unlock the new backstory. And I'm really, really excited about that. So... there's a 1 versus 1. Is this Valerius? No, but this is Rabble, Entourage. Okay, I could potentially get Entourage, okay? I could actually get Entourage if I'm lucky here. So what I'm actually going to do... Let's see here. Okay, we're going to spend... How much do I need for Entourage? I need 6,000, so I can pretty much just spend, I don't know, I can spend like 12,000 or something like that pretty easily. So let's do that. Whoa, barely made it, barely made it. Look at that. Look at that. Literally, that was a bad roll from my perspective right there. That was a really, really bad roll, but yeah. But at least now we have Entourage, and I can actually do this survival now. It is a level 11 and we are rank 8, so obviously it is going to be a little bit problematic to a certain degree, but don't ever say that I don't take really, really stupid fights, okay? I mean, brave fights. Brave and exciting fights. That's what we're taking right here. Not a stupid one, a very brave one, yes. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Maybe our allies are actually going to be really, really good here, and they're actually going to be somewhat useful. I'm kind of hoping that they will be. Alright. This enemy has a really weird looking weapon. Oh no, that's that weapon! Oh no, it's actually pretty good. He's got an amazing weapon. It's like a godly weapon or some kind of masterwork weapon or something. Oh, whoa, what? He died instantaneously. Yeah, as you can see, it's a great war pick. He almost murdered us with that. Okay, yeah, I need to be a bit careful here, but I'm going to try to inflict as much damage as possible, as fast as possible. Just need to make sure that I do not take any damage. If I take damage, then, well, oh, what? Are you serious? Are you joking, ally? Are you seriously joking right now? Come on now. You cannot die versus some random fellow, can you? Apparently he did. Apparently he was like, yes, I am going to die versus this random. Yeah, he decided to just give up, basically. That was really, really sad, actually. Yeah, not a terribly big fan of that. Oh, this guy's got a claw. Would be kind of cool if we could get a better claw. I'm not sure if he's using the same one. It looks like he is actually using the same one, so it's probably not going to be something I can pick up and use, but... Well, I was kind of hoping, maybe. Can you actually do damage, ally? Please, can you help me out, sir? He is literally not helping me in the least. I am very... Oh, dear. Oh, no. See, now this is the reason why I was complaining at him, because now we have to fight against 2 additional enemies, and he's dead. Of course he is. Yes, I see that nothing has been done about the entourage allies. They seem to be very bad, as usual. No, it's terrible. Okay, I need to run. Let's be careful. It's exciting, though. It is exciting. Okay, let's be a little bit careful here. I cannot take any damage. And this guy's using a flail, which is one of the worst weapons for me to fight against. I'm not a big fan of fighting against flails, mostly because they have an insane range, and they're very unpredictable. Okay, he's dead, thankfully. Oh, I might be okay. I might be okay. Let's just be careful. Be careful. I cannot block, by the way. I'm actually historically really, really bad at blocking in this game, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to try to run away. Just try to be a little bit dodgy, as it were. Or not, as the case may be, because apparently he just had my number. Oh, nice. Okay, we eliminated him. Whew, okay, I was kind of worried about that. Very, very worried about that in actual fact, but we did manage to complete it, which is all that I really wanted. Thank you. And as a result of this, we are now, oh yeah, you guessed it, we are now in possession of some great things. Ah, look at that though. This is pretty bad. I must rest and recover. Okay, so training, Skolo upgrades, you cannot place bets, all that stuff. We obviously can't do anything with that. Okay, so I'm thinking that what I'm wanting to do right now is I'm probably wanting to use... Wait a minute. Oh, I see. They've added this whole properties system to some of the items. So if you use a Tyrantian weapon, or a claw weapon, I guess, or a claw weapon maybe, then this guy that we have right here is going to do more damage with it. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can do something with that. Okay. I kind of... Wait a minute. Okay, so I need to go... Oh, do I need to go into the Grand Tournament? I guess I need to go into the Grand Tournament, don't I? I guess I need to do that. Okay, that's going to be kind of interesting, at least. Yeah, so no Skolo upgrades, but that's fine. We can just heal ourselves. I'm going to actually heal myself quite a great deal here, because I feel like the HP is probably going to be necessary. How's the refund rate? Yeah, the refund rate's pretty nice, so I'm actually going to be selling these things. And I'm thinking that I will maybe purchase this, because it has a decent range, which I actually very much like, It's got a decent speed. Its durability is quite nice. It does more damage. I don't really want to... Should I re-roll a little bit? Yeah, I'll take a chance. Okay, I'll take a chance and we'll see if I can maybe buy something that's somewhat useful. What about this? This is pretty good. No, I mean, it's okay, right? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this sword, to be honest. It does look cool and it does do good damage and everything, but I personally don't really like it that much, so I'm going to re-roll it. Let's just hope that I can get something else that's relatively decent, because otherwise we're going to have some huge problems. Oh dear. Oh, wait, we might have a sword here. Oh no, that's just a weapon, okay. Yeah, I see. So the icon for the undiscovered weapon is just a random one, so yes, somewhat unfortunate. Okay, I'm just going to have to keep re-rolling here. Okay, what about this? Oh no, that's a two-handed. We need a one-handed. Okay, this one? Yes, this is good. Okay, I will purchase this. Thank you very much. I don't know whether that's going to give me the bonus. It is a Tarantian property, but it's not a claw. It's not classified as a claw, so I'd highly doubt that it is going to do that. But what else can I do, you know? What else can I do? Not much. But bets are not available right now, so we are just going to do the grand tournament, and we will try to achieve victory. Yes, we'll try to achieve victory. Maybe. Yes, we'll try to. Against all the odds, at least we have Entourage, though. Entourage is definitely coming in handy, so that's quite nice. And we're also getting insurance, too, so I've not actually had to repair my gear at all, which is actually very nice. I very much appreciate that. So let's see. Maybe I'm going to be able to do something amazing. Okay, that was kind of strange. These guys literally running on together and then turning around to attack them. Alright, so, is this guy an enemy? Yeah, he is. Okay. Alright, so that seems to be about it for this first initial round. And bear in mind, this is obviously a grand tournament, so there are so many more combatants in every single round. And as a result, we are going to indeed encounter much more resistance to the road to victory. Alright, here we go. Bear in mind, we are going to now heal for 30 HP every single turn. Well, every single round, that is, because we do have higher than regular maximum HP, which is quite nice. And because of my entourage, I am indeed gaining 2 additional teammates, which is really making a huge difference. Now, unfortunately, most of the enemies here do actually have one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Again, and this is kind of my bane. This other weapon here that they have, I don't know, maybe I should just name every single weapon in the game as my bane. That may actually make a bit more sense. Or should I maybe say weapons that are not a problem for me? You know? Maybe that would be better. There we go. We've at least eliminated those guys. We don't need to worry about them anymore. And now we can maybe... I want to try and eliminate the red team. Red team usually signifies danger and death. So let's try and eliminate them if we can. He's got no armor on the left arm, so I'm going to be attempting to eliminate that if I can. Unfortunately, he does have a shield on that arm now again. Ah, there we go. We disarmed him. Very nice. He's lost his body armor. Perfect. Unfortunately, I don't have any stamina anymore, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit. Ah, the amount of damage these guys are capable of doing is actually staggering. Alright, there you go. Nice. Okay, so now this is obviously a problem because I've taken so much random damage. Oh, this is actually the final round. Oh, okay, this is actually fine. Never mind, never mind. Okay, I was going to say this might actually be really, really bad. But because I actually forgot we had Entourage in this, which is so funny because I literally mentioned it about a minute ago. But yeah, that just goes to show how much I'm actually concentrating on the actual fighting. I'm going to forget all kinds of random details. But hopefully my Entourage is not going to disappoint. Oh no, look at that 40 damage. 40 damage against me right there. This guy is an absolute monster. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. The final opponents in these tournaments, I gotta say, they feel like elite fights. They feel like enemies that you're going to be fighting in an actual elite fight rather than just regular combatants in a tournament. But that's just me. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Because just literally see the amount of damage that guy was capable of doing to me. Obviously, if he hit my chest piece, which he probably did, all things considered. If he hit my chest, then it's more than likely he would be able to do that much damage. Because it is significant, you know. It is, you know, a very, very limited protection that we have on our torso. But it just goes to show that he could actually kill me if we're unlucky. Oh, yeah. There's another 15 damage. Okay. I actually have to be even more careful against this guy. Can my allies actually do damage? Okay, there we go. Never mind. I had to deal with it myself. Yes, I had to deal with it myself, as per usual. This guy has once again some extremely good armor. Wow. What is this armor that he's wearing? You see, these guys seem to have almost unlimited armor, and my entourage, on the other hand, has terrible stuff. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to even do right now, because I have a bad feeling that I'm going to die from this guy if I continue fighting him. Oh, I did not want to pick this up. Ooh, there we go. Okay, thankfully my entourage actually came through for me in the end, and we were able to achieve victory against all the odds, pretty much. Okay, thank you very much. There we are. We're out of there. Whew. Okay, that was a little bit too close for my liking, but, you know, that's just how it goes. You know, you got to take a risk if we're going to get some wonderful traits here. Unfortunately for me, the traits that we're getting are not amazing. I mean, this is good. This is actually okay. Getting some more weapon skills is probably going to be the way to go for me right now, so I'm probably going to be taking George's apprentice here. Going to go for some shield skill, even though I personally think that that's terrible. But that's fine. And I do need to get a chest piece. I would like to try to get a chest piece as fast as I can. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let me actually just take a quick look. Okay, Bagar is 2 weeks away. I'm probably not going to be fighting in the next tournament, because I want to try to restore my HP as best as I can. Oh, this is really bad, actually. Oh, insurance? Oh, no. If anything, I do not want to actually go into either one of these. Yeah. Yeah. This is not so good. I'm gonna have to find a chess piece before we go and fight Bagar, actually. I need to find a chess piece pretty badly. I think that's gonna be extremely important for us, because as you could no doubt tell, we took so much damage from that tournament, and the only reason why we took that damage is because of our torso having such little protection. So I think it is very, very necessary. Why does the reroll button not work right now? There we go. Alright, so wait a second. Let's have a look here. Two-handed, one-handed. It's a hybrid sword. Not too bad, but probably not going to buy it right now. Okay. We're getting pretty unlucky with our rolls right here. Oh, wait a minute. Hello there. Oh, yes, I am buying this straight away. Thank you very much. This is absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. This is wonderful. Look at this weapon. Obviously, it's a claw weapon, which means I do 10% additional damage with it. It's got insane damage. It's got really, really good durability. So I am extremely excited about using this. Unfortunately, I'm still having a bad time finding some chest armor, but I guess we're just going to have to roll with it if... This is good chest armor. This would be really, really good, but it's literally 9,000. Okay, I'm going to have to hold this, I guess. We're going to have to hold this, and then we are going to have to maybe bet on ourselves and actually see whether I can get something decent. Win within 5 minutes, that's absolutely terrible. Wow, all of these are just awful in regards to payout. Win within 5 minutes, I think I can probably win within 5 minutes. Let's do this one. This is for Valerius, if I recall correctly. So that's probably going to be fine. Win with it 2 surviving allies. I think I can probably win with it 2 surviving allies, but it's literally giving me 400 gold. What's the point, you know? Not much point in these bets, to be honest. And, you know, people have asked me in the past, why don't you bet all the time? And, well, the reason is this, you know, it gives me 200 in profit, which is really not very much. And I guess the main reason for that is because the criminal scum backstory has something to do with betting, and it's much, much better to bet with that backstory than it is with anyone else. So it's kind of to make that backstory more sought after for the, you know, for the purposes of betting at least. Now I am actually going to murder this guy really, really easily, or at least I should do. If I can, please. Yeah, I'm actually not doing as much damage as I thought I would, but okay, I guess. There we go. All right, I guess that is to kind of be expected, even though I feel like I should be doing insane amounts of critical damage almost all the time. There we go. There's some nice damage. There's some nice damage. Thank you. We're actually getting some pretty good hits on this guy. I do want to eliminate him as fast as possible because he does have a flail, and I do not like flails, like I said before. Flails are way too unpredictable for me to fight against. Okay, He's dead. Oh, wow, this is such a nice claw, though. This claw that I'm using right now is actually amazing. I am so pleased that I was able to find this. Not sure if I'm going to be able to find it again, ever, but it would be amazing if we could. Wow, nice. Oh, I actually took 30 damage. How did I take 30 damage right there? I guess from the guy just before he ended up dying. Oh, and I took 27 here. That's always the way, isn't it? Yep, that's always the way nowadays. Okay, let's just be a little bit careful here now. Just a little bit. Nice. There we go, he's dead. And we're done. We're done. And we do have 2 surviving allies, which is quite nice. So that's good. And I don't have to worry about anything else. And hopefully I will get a really good discount. I kind of want a really, really good discount at the store now, as we will then be able to afford my chest piece without too many issues. Hopefully without too many issues at least. Yes, actually I think I might be able to. Stamina regen 5, yep, that sounds good to me, and I can indeed afford this, so that's wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sell this sword, because I'm probably not going to use it again, even though it is really good, but I'm going to keep my claw, of course, because this is fantastic. So I'm just going to sell this for the sake of getting the bronze cuirass, because this is amazing and really, really nice for us, especially before the inevitable fight of Bagar. Bagar, oh yeah, hilariously enough, Bagar seems to be appearing almost all the time in every single elite fight. So if you're not ready at week 16, then you can just wait another week, or another couple of weeks actually, and then you can fight him again after preparing for a little bit of extra time. So I actually like that quite a bit. I think that's pretty fun. I'm just going to trade for a little bit of gold here so that I can heal myself somewhat. We can obviously sell this if we want to. I think I probably will sell it, actually, because I'm gonna do the 1 versus 1. I'm gonna do this 1 versus 1 right here. I don't really want to do the tournament. I could do the tournament, I guess, but I don't really want to, if I'm honest. Mostly because I want to do this. Win within 3 minutes. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That is fundamentally better, even though the character trait would be fantastic. The character trait is obviously going to be really, really impactful for us. In certain cases, obviously, some of the time the traits are not that useful, like we've seen so far. Some of them are not particularly good. But the chance to get a good one is better than not getting one, right? But I really cannot take a chance just before we start fighting Bagar, and I kind of don't want to take too much damage. Hilariously enough, I bet I'm going to take insane amounts of... Oh, are you serious right now? Oh, I was disarmed? No, I wasn't. I still have my weapon. What? Okay, weird. Not sure why it said I don't have my weapon anymore, but I do. That's interesting. Okay, I took some damage here from this guy, but thankfully it's not really doing much. Okay, gotta be a little bit careful of this guy. He's actually attempting to use his range. Because I don't have good range with this weapon. Oh, well, he's dead. Okay. Okay, that was slightly easier than anticipated, I suppose, but I don't really care, because we got the bet done, you know, we got the bet done, we're getting some money, I barely took any damage, which is extremely, extremely important. One of the main reasons why I wanted to be very careful. And I could use more storage, no, I'd like more options in the shop, thank you. There we have it, very nice. Okay, so... I don't need anything else, I think. I don't think I need any armor. I mean, it would be relatively good for me to get some better left arm armor, so it might be good for me to get this, even though it is literally only 6%. Probably doesn't make any difference, really. In the grand scheme of things. Probably not very much. And I'm just going to heal myself back up to full HP. And is there anything else I need to do before Bagar? Because he's the victory condition. And Whoa. This guy is gonna be hard. Yeah, this guy is gonna be really, really hard. I am actually super worried about this. Okay, no, I think... Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna be okay. You know why? Because we're gonna die. Alright, so I've kind of been thinking whether I can do anything. I've just been, you know, taking a look at some of the other things that I could potentially do to make myself slightly more likely to actually win. And from my perspective, I actually think that there's nothing. I don't think there's anything I can do. Because at this point, there isn't. The only thing I could have done was maybe do more Juridus stuff to get more weapon skill, but there isn't anything else. So this is a do or die situation, and I'd prefer to do, you know, I'd prefer to do, because let's face it, you know, that would mean that he has the proverbial doo-doo on his face, and that is what we want, of course. Now we do have a really, really good weapon, but unfortunately, as you may or may not know, in this game, which is called We Who Are About to Die, lower range weapons are not very useful because you're going to put yourself in much more danger than you would have to otherwise. And so it's much better to take longer reach weapons as a result. Okay, I'm doing some damage. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Critical damage, critical damage. Let's do this. Okay, nah, yeah, no, it's fine. See, now, he actually hit my chest armor. You see that? I only took 23 damage, but you can see here just how effective this guy actually is. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. I'm gonna have to concentrate on this. Oh. Well. There you go. I thought I was actually going to do that. I really thought I was going to have a pretty good time, but unfortunately that was extremely hard. Very, very difficult to do. I could have waited another 3 weeks or so, which maybe would have been okay. But I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think maybe is it? I don't know. I'm not actually gonna comment on the difficulty on that particular fight. Mostly because when I do that, people get really mad. So I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna say that felt very difficult, mostly because the other 2 ads that we had to fight, they were basically like strong characters. They were really, really strong characters, and we had to fight them as well as a big boss. And it is obviously supposed to be difficult, I guess. It is supposed to be difficult. But it was very difficult. I wasn't even close to achieving victory there because Bagar had taken 0 damage. They have extremely good armor. And I don't know about you, but I don't really appreciate that. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, I'm going to try again. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely going to try again. And, so stay tuned if you want to see that. Otherwise, this has been We Who Are About to Die. There is a link in the description. 40% off right now if you want to pick it up yourself and actually give it a go. And I would highly recommend, if you're not used to the game, to play on a slightly lower difficulty, just so that you get a bit more used to things. And then you try to unlock the, the other backstory, the one that's really difficult, Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.